Alright, hello and welcome to the video, guys. So we're going to be doing a live session. I'm going to be doing a light tank lineup. So this is going to be all lights. We're going to go from tier 5 up to tier 9, and we got a recommendation to play the 5916, so I'm going to do that in this video, but I'm also probably going to do a live session on the 5916. So we're going to go 5 to 9. I know I want to play the T71 DA for tier 7. Tier 6 is going to be 5916. Tier 5, let's take a look. I think we'll probably do the Covenanter, maybe. I got a recommendation to do the Chaffee, but I don't have that vehicle anymore. I sold it to get the T21 and T37. So it's either going to be the A20 or the Covenanter. I don't like playing the Leopard, man. I don't know, man. I just don't like it. But we'll decide there. And then tier 8, let's see. What haven't I played a while in tier 8? We might do the T92 or like the LTTB or something like that, something other than the even 90 and the LT-432. Probably do the T92. Like the LTTB, man, I'm probably just going to sell that thing. It's just the LT-432 is better in every way, and then obviously tier 9 I only have the T54 lightweight. So let's get going, guys. Let's start with tier 5. We'll do the A20, and this tank is good. It's just the pen is kind of low. This is how I have it set up. Optics, V-stab, vents, and then I run the optical calibration. I have full concealment here, situational awareness, recon, smooth ride snapshot, pretty standard, but pretty good crew. Like, this is a 3-skill crew, so 458 view range, 34% concealment, and the aiming time and dispersion is pretty good on this tank, but it could be kind of trollish, I find. Like, the aiming time, yes, but the dispersion, I swear, is a lie, man. There are times where I take shots and it goes to like outer space, but hey, man, you know, this is why people always tell you that it plays different than what's on paper. So here we go, A20. Let's get into the game, guys, and then we'll go for the 5916. So keep in mind, as holiday ops, the matchmaking might not be the greatest. This is just the way the game works. You know, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about the matchmaking, but I gotta get another day of premium, man. Maybe I'll get another set of boxes, guys. You know, I got a little bonus from work. I might buy more loot boxes. It's a possibility, but usually I only buy the $20 version, like the cheapest version they have. Okay, so we're gonna be on Mountain Pass, and we're at the good spawn, which is better. Yeah, nothing really more to say about this map other than you guys know that this is just not balanced, man. Like, I don't know when they're going to make this change, but they got to do something about this, because it's so much easier to spot from this side than it is from the other side still, after years, right? Alright, and what I recommend is, like, I always just load APCRs in this vehicle until I know I don't need them, because if you look at the APs, it's only 75 millimeters of penetration, and like, what the F are you going to pen with 75 millimeters of penetration? You know what I mean? So I'm going to make a pass, just see like if the Chaffee is here or something. Let's see. There's the Chaffee, Super Chaffee. That's unfortunate. Not spotted from that. We're going to go here. I'm going to knock this tree. I'm going to sit in here like this, just for now. We didn't spot anyone going across, which I'm very surprised. They either didn't send many people this way, or the people they sent had a good amount of concealment, or 458 view range just isn't enough. You know, that's possible as well. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here for like another minute or so, guys. Like the problem with this map is the corridors are so emphasized that it's very hard to do anything in a light tank early on. So don't try it. Trust me. Just be patient. I don't know how I have so much energy to be able to do this stream. I got maybe 4 hours of sleep. I had a meeting this morning at work, and you know, normally I work the second shift, but I've just kind of been on a second wind, so I'm gonna try and get all this content out for you guys, and then I'm gonna knock out again. But yeah, kind of just boring here, guys. We're just waiting for something to happen, and I think eventually we're probably going to start supporting the South. So what I want to do now is, the South is gone. If I can get the M10 to come back, that would be beneficial, but yeah, it's just not worth it, man. He's gonna die. So what I'm gonna try and do is get into the trees like this. I want to try and knock this tree like this way a little bit, and I'm gonna knock this one before these guys come around, and I'm gonna sit just like this, and this way we can kind of spot people that are gonna come through here. So kind of like this. This Cromwell's pushing up pretty fast. You could sit like here. And yeah, these guys are just coming, man. So I'm going to load APCRs. I already have them loaded, it looks like. And we're going to come all the way back. And we're just going to get to where the LEF is at this point. I'm going to tell him, dude, retreat. We're just going to hold this as long as we can. And that's going to be the game, guys, pretty much. Like, there's nothing else we can do. No one is paying attention to the map. I could come up here, but I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. I'd rather sit back in here. We're going to sit right here. We're going to wait for someone to come around the corner, auto-aim them, and then we're just going to unload. And where's this LEF, man? Still sitting here. Run. Okay, here we go. Oh, he missed. I don't want to be perma-lit by this guy, so I'm going to back up a little bit. Come on, already hit him. Okay. That's right. I wanted that last shot on the Cromwell, but we did 708 damage there, 377 assist, and 700 damage is, like, is this LEF even, what is he doing, man? Is he even aware that there's people in front of him? I think we did the best we could with that, guys, honestly. Like, we're just holding the corner there. I could have made a play to try and come back here, but I felt like my best bet is to just try and hold this as long as I can, right? And we tried, and that's going to be the game. The only other thing we could have done is just hold it from here. But I feel like these guys would have just pressed anyway, so it really doesn't... I don't think it matters which side we did it from. If it came down to a game where it was like we were capping as well and it was close, maybe going this way would have been better, but the game was over regardless, because we just didn't have the power here to be able to cap out. Like, these guys just all died, and I don't know, they kept trying to go after people there. So we do 708 damage, 377 assist, and it is what it is. I think we held that as good as we could, and it was good that they kind of kept poking, right? Like, that's what you want. You want people to keep trying to poke in the A20 because you have insane DPM, so you can keep beating them to the punch with that. Okay, so we're going to play the 5916. Not a huge fan of that vehicle, but I will tell you that the way I have this thing set up, so I run it with optics in the scouting slot. I have vents, V-stab, optical calibration, rations, and then I run it like this. Like, we have recon, situational awareness, concealment, snapshot, smooth ride, and stuff like that. We have a good amount of concealment here, but I want to show you that I run it with this first gun, the 57mm instead of the 76. The reason for that is because the dispersion is much better, and I prefer that. And yeah, I just like it more. So we're gonna play this vehicle, see how we do. I have 9 crew books, man, with this tank, and honestly, I don't know if I'll ever... I might as well just burn this training guide, because I don't really play like any Chinese vehicles, really. So probably just burn that. It'll give me a little more concealment and stuff here. And add a couple meters of view range. So we're at 463. I don't think that's bad at all. And why don't we put one of the camos that I just bought on this thing? Like, why not, man, right? I got all these preset styles. Like, look at all these preset styles that you can get. Let's do box of decorations. All right, apply and exit. All right, play the 5916, guys. We'll see how this game goes. What are we at right now? 11 minutes. So, yeah, we should get around to up to tier 9, I think. But what's odd about my channel is usually I feel like a lot of people like to see tier 8, tier 9. When I did the poll, it was actually most of you guys wanted to see tier 5 next, because I just did tier 6 and I said, which one do you guys want to see next, 5, 7, 8, or 9? And most of you actually said tier 5, which I was surprised. So I try and do play the lower tiers for you guys. Yeah, this camo's pretty cool, man. So because this is tier 8 matchmaking, I'm not overly enthusiastic about taking... Yeah. Let's see here. I'm not overly enthusiastic about taking like the 7-8 line-ish, you know, over here. But I'm going to try it. They have a 5916. There he is. I want to try and sit like in this area. Wow, M44 got lit already. What's that guy doing? So if I can get up into like here, try and knock these trees to start off. There's the T50. Hopefully I'm not lit from that. I'm not. Look at that, guys. That's a brilliant, brilliant start. Okay, so we're going to knock all these trees down. I like to do this at the start, before all these guys take this line. Progetto's lit. Am I lit? Nope. And we're going to sit right here. Hopefully these guys don't blind fire me. And yeah, see, this becomes really effective when you win this area. I'm just going to draw on the map. I don't really care what people say. When you win this area of the map, people have shots going towards the towards this corner, towards the northeast corner. So it makes this spot very effective. Yeah, it makes this area of the map very effective to take control over. I don't think I phrased that right. It's very good to take control of this portion right here and to spot these people if you have control of the center of the map. Just because of the crossfire and people have easy shots. People have easy shots from this hill because they're sitting up, right? If you notice that, like if you're up here, you have slightly better shots. But because these people are in this corner, they actually have shots over here, and these guys are up, right? They're higher in terrain, so the shots are there to take. I don't even have to be here because Basoto is here, to be honest, but I might as well sit here. Like, I don't know where else I would put myself right now. But yeah, it's very, very easy. This is why a lot of people rush hill, you know, this E5-ish area, because it's very easy to keep control of this field when you have this one. And even from the hill, you can then spot like where the Basoto and the M44 are sitting here. So this hill is very good, but I mean, if you put everybody up here, it's not going to win you the game, because eventually people are going to sneak around and they could cap. So, but I would like to emphasize that this part of the map is very important, as I just explained, because like look at these, look at the shots people will have, right? Where it happens on the other side is if you take this, if you win this, and you win this area too, then you have this bush that you can come to. So like this VK, if I'm this VK, I can push into this tree line area, and then you can spot people that are sitting in here. And that's what I do as a light tank if I'm doing it from the other side. So that's where it becomes really effective, because both teams could take, you know, advantage of this area of the map. It's an effective area to take for both teams, is what I'll say. So either way, you know, it's very effective, right? So we'll load APCRs here. Come up this way. Here we go. Just gonna smack this guy. Try and get away from the VK here. Smack the A43. And we're just gonna come around this way, guys. I'm not too concerned about it yet. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think the VK will have shots going this far into the corner. Pretty sure I can stay safe here. And let's see if these guys are going to back off, if they're going to retreat. VK is still here. I didn't expect the T25 to still be there, man, after everything. Like, it's very aggressive for him to do that, to stay there, considering we're pushing the base and all. Like, I would have retreated by now. So, hopefully everything I was talking about, guys, makes sense, and it's not just gibberish to you. But yeah, you'll notice that this is a very kind of strategic area of the map, right? Because based on what you win in this area, especially this portion of the map, can control like half of the map, right? And that's why I usually prefer coming up here in a light tank instead of going to where that T-52 was, right? Because we spotted that T-52 just by coming up to this bush line right here, and he got one-shotted, so... Gonna push this guy now, I'm getting impatient. Okay. He's dead. We got 1,000 spotting, guys, 326 damage. I'd like to get a little more damage. Gonna try and let this Cromwell take some of it. And it looks like this VK fell back, so there he is in the corner there. I want to stay unlit if I can. So I'm going to try and pull in right here, right on the edge of this guy's proxy range. And M44 is coming up. What I want to do is wait for someone else to kind of press this guy, and then I'm going to go and push into him. I just don't have the HP for this, man. I really need one of these other guys to come up here. Alright, let's see if I can run around this guy. I don't know. Nope, we're not going to be able to do it. Yeah, this is why I need more HP for this. I was trying to get around him, but it's just not going to happen. There's 3 of these guys. They should be able to easily clean him up. But that's the game, guys. Like this is why I just run in and try and do something, right? Because like the game's over right now. So there's no point in me just sitting there and waiting any longer. Might as well try, right? So alright, so let's play Tier 7, and Tier 7 I do want to play the Dot, and I love this vehicle, guys, the T71 Dot. It's very, very powerful. It's very, very powerful. So we're going to play that. 1158 spotting, 323 damage, 326 damage. Not a lot of damage, but I think we did okay spotting-wise. And yeah, nothing more to really say about that game. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. So let's go tier 7 T71 Da. And I have a good amount of concealment on this thing. My crew is pretty stacked because I used a good amount of crew books. We are running it with Bounty Turbo and Bounty Low Noise Exhaust. This is the only tank I've ever run 2 pieces of Bounty equipment on. I do have 4 clips of the APCRs, 5 of the Heat, 1 of the HE. And then we have the standard optics in the scouting slot. This is getting us 488 view range, 38.54% concealment with full concealment. And we have situational awareness. We have 77% recon, smooth ride, and snapshot, and also off-road driving here. And then we have the 77% intuition. And yeah, this thing, like the aiming, I'd say, is average, but where this thing is so powerful is the clip, man. I just freaking love this vehicle. So let's hope it's a good game and not a crappy one after I just said that I love this thing. And here we go. We get freaking Himmelsdorf of all maps. So unfortunate, but we're going to try and make it work. I guess my XVM probably just expired, so I'll have to reactivate it, but that's alright. And yeah, man, like tier 9 matchmaking, like you couldn't be in a worse game than this, honestly. Like this is the worst possible outcome, is a city map at bottom tier. So bear with this game, guys. It's probably not going to look too pretty. So, alright, yeah, I think we're going to go this way. I'm going to start here. Okay, spotted a good amount of people in this area. So they're going to kind of own this area, I think. Am I spotted from the board? No. That was close, man. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna reload here. I might be able to take this area. Let's see. I like to get closer so I can spot these guys. The shard, I'll probably get lit here by the boar, but I can get here before getting whacked. Get in like this, and I should be safe here. But we can kind of poke here and spot. Try and keep these guys lit. Like IKV in the back and crap.
Target acquired. Target unlocked. Enemy armor is damaged.
Just trying to keep people lit here. That should be us, yeah. Getting 1,000 spotting from that. And we're just going to try and make it work, guys. That's all we can do. This map is awful, but we're going to try and make it work. So re-spot the Scorpion. We get the spotting damage on that. Unfortunately, we missed the shot at the boar there. Well, we hit it, but we didn't pen. IKV or 704 took a shot there. Probably the IKV. It looked like a smaller caliber. Just going to make sure this boar is lit. might lose the hill. It's close. Alright, beautiful. Now we're going to go spot the IKV in 704. Jeez. Alright, he's dead. I'm gonna reload now. We need to help this guy. Me and the T55A can take this guy, but I want the 252U to stay alive. The game's still close enough where it might matter.
Ready to fire. We didn't even scratch them. Target unlocked. Enemy is hit. We didn't
Okay, get a track on him there. Now I'm gonna come around this way. Okay. There's GW. Want to put pressure on the STA as soon as possible.
Target acquired. Penetration. Enemy armor is hit. Penetration.
Okay, he's dead, and now we can go for the hill, and we should have this one. IS-6B is only a one-shot. WZ's only a one-shot. We might not even make it there. Kind of got caught on the STA one, but that should be the game, guys. So I think we'll play the LT-432 and just call it after that. So I'm getting pretty tired here. So, not a bad game there. I mean, Himmelsdorf is such a difficult map to work with when you are in a light tank. So, we do what we have to do, and that's how I played it, guys. 2400 spotting is actually insane for that map, and we did almost 1,000 damage. So, I don't mind that at all. It's over 3,000 combined. In fact, almost 3,500 combined, and that's good in my book. That's a good game. So, all right. I did say I would play something other than these two tanks, though, right? Let's just play the LT-432, man. Like, it's usually the most recommended. It's the most easiest tank, I think, in my opinion, to play at this tier. Like, it's just it's a very good overall tank. All right. These maps aren't the greatest, man. They're just not the greatest, but it's what we have to work with. And I didn't talk much about my setup on this, guys, but I do run CVS in the scouting slot, and I run modified configuration. You have to run modified configuration on this thing, or you will get lit on fire, like, every time you're shot. And then I run the bounty optics with optical calibration, and I have rations, and my crew's pretty stacked on this, so. What I like to do on this map, especially if there's multiple light tanks, which there is I will come over, I will come over to this area right here, and I can get shots, like even 90 will likely get into this bush, or he'll do something like that, and it allows me to have easy shots on people. And with the LT-432, because you actually have some turret armor, you can stay relatively hull down. So there's shots on the UDES here, maybe. He's kind of backing down. I got caught in the building, man. Like, there's like a little edge of the building right there. Here's even right here. This WZ is going to have a big problem here, man. Gonna load an HE for the even if he pokes up here. Probably come into this bush, maybe. Put it into the WZ instead. Let's see. I could shoot it at this guy too. I don't think these guys have a lot of armor, right? That's not penning though. If our even 90 can spot this guy one more time, I'm pretty sure I can smack him with an HE. So I'm kind of gonna wait for it, I think, at this point, because I know he's gonna poke up in here again. He will poke up in here again. Oh, almost had him. Alright, I got one more HE left, so I really want this shell to matter. Go back to APCRs. T-34 might press this. It would be pretty aggressive if he did. Yeah. What else do we have here? Scorpion's sitting right here. I'm gonna go for some blinds. Just two. And yeah, we're just holding this field, guys. Like in a light tank, there's not much more to do. I wouldn't like in the LT-432. This is actually one vehicle you can use as a light tank. You can actually do some city stuff because it has some turret armor and stuff. But I still don't recommend it. I like to always play to my role, and I'll only use the armor when I have to use it. Like I'm not going to put myself in harm's way to try and benefit from the turret armor, right? Is what I'm saying. Like you don't just want to do that from the get-go. Kind of just want to use it to your advantage if you need to. Boring game, guys. Boring game. I mean, there's just not a lot of action here, but I don't want to move. It's literally just me and the even out here. I guess the SU-130 might support us, but all right, even's going. I think we can almost try and press this now at this point. Like it's really, it would be a 50-50. STRVS-1 is unspotted, so he's probably out in this area. Scorpion would have shots at us. I don't know if the TVP would come over here. He's probably in the back over there. Progetto's pushing, so we're going to go. And I'm going to start running this way, because they should have him dead. Yeah, by the time I would be where he could spot me. I'm going to try something like this because I know the even's going to go the other way, right? So there's the S1. And we can kind of tuck into here. I should have a shot on this Scorpion. That wasn't even close. Did you see where that went, guys? Holy crap, what the heck was that, man? That was terrible RNG, my god. Okay, he missed. Gonna come back a little bit more even. I'm not okay. I wasn't sure where the Scorpion would have shots on me here. Yeah, he's trying to get like a pixel shot, it looks like. Okay. I'll just take one from the Scorpion at this point. There he is. I should be dark by now, and then we can kind of run like this. There he is. Clean him up. And TVP will be somewhere in this area. I kind of want shots, so I'm going to go a little early. He has a shot at me. Okay. And that should be the game. So 931 damage, 224 assist. Again, another standard game, like nothing really special about this one, but you just have to be patient. You saw how I was patient, and we kind of did everything at the right time there. We waited for the support, and then we came out with like 1,000 damage. Like, whatever, man, you know? You can't always have these spectacular games, guys. The matchmaking just doesn't allow for it. So that's it. I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed the 4 games that we played here. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care, and bye-bye now. Actually, let's just go over all the vehicles. So we did 1,472 damage in the LT-432, and we did 224 assist. So we ended up with some blind damage. T71 Da, 983 damage, 2,401 assist damage. And then the 5916 was 1158 assistance and 326 damage. And the A20 was 708 damage and 377 assist. We're above 5,000 on all these except the LT-432. This has pretty high expected values, and I mean, 89% on the mark on that one. We're close in the T71 Da, man. I'm at 80% on the mark on this tank, and I only have 55 battles. So 5916, we're at 78%. I'll probably try and 2-mark that. And then the A20, I've 3-marked this thing a while ago. So that's it, guys. I mean, I'm always happy with an overall WTR reading of a little over 5,000. Like, I try for 6K, but this is good, and I think it was a good session. All right, so we went over the kind of final summary there of the games, and that's it, guys. So now I will catch you for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.